Okay, so somebody raise your hand and tell me the very first thing that we should be doing when we need to find relative frequency. Brantley? Add up the frequency. Everybody tell your partner, add up the frequency. All right, so we're going to do that first. Of course, you know we start with the ones place. I like to find tens. So 7 plus 3 is 10. Okay. 10 plus 3 plus 2. And then 15 plus 5? 20. And then 2 plus 1, so 2, 3, 4, 5. So my total is what? 50. Okay. That's step 1. Step 2 is to set up your fractions. Malia? Yes, we put that frequency, which is 15. Make this a little smaller. 15 over 50. And that is our part over whole, our frequency over our total. Because we're looking for relative frequency, how this frequency relates to the total. Okay? 15 over 50. And then class, what is M&M's going to be? 12 over 50. Class, everybody, what is Sour Patch Kids? 13 over 50. Okay, and then Twix? 3 over 50. And then Snickers? 7 over 50. All right, so you all know what to do next, right? Gerber, you know what to do next? What do we do next with this fraction? We divide it. Joseph, what do we do with this fraction? What do we do next with the fraction? Divide it. Isabel, what do we do next with the fraction? Divide it. Piper, what do we do next? Divide it. Why? Can somebody raise your hand and tell me why are we dividing it? When we divide a fraction, what do we get from that? Brandon? You get a decimal. And then from that decimal, what do we get from that decimal? We get the percent. By moving it over 2 spaces, right? So I'm going to show you a new way. We're going to set it up to find relative frequency. Y'all remember? Scale factor. Okay. Scale factor. Remember that scale factor? Ooh, we don't remember. Okay, let me show you. So I have 15 over 50. And I'm looking for my percent, right? So I can set it up as percent over 100. So I want you to do this somewhere on the side of your paper. 15 over 50, that's my part over whole. Okay. So whenever you have a total and you have a denominator that's 20 or 50 or 25, if we can count by quarters, all right, I'm going to show you a simple way. It's easier, much easier if we use scale factor here. Okay, you ready? Are y'all ready? Because if you blink, you're going to miss it. So everybody needs to be looking up here. Now, I'm trying to get here. So I need to figure out how I got here. Anybody know 50 times what number can give us 100? 50 times 2, right? So I just need to do 15 times 2. And guess what? The relative frequency here is 30%. But the question's asking for what is the relative frequency of which one? Twix. So I just need to do 3 over 50. I'm looking for my percent. Percent is always over what? 100. I need to figure out how to get here. So I need to know how to get there. 50 times what number equals 100? So what is 3 times 2? Anything over 100 is a percent. So the answer is 6%. It's much easier with scale factor. I could have done top in, bottom out. All right, I would have had to add a decimal and a 0. I would not have been able to do 50 times the number to give me 30. So that would have had to been 0. And then I would have had to add a 0. And then 50, I'm just draw 50, 100, 152, 253. Okay, that would have been my decimal. And then from here, of course, I would have had my do board if I did this. and then it would have been 6%. But if you have a denominator of 50 or 20 or 25, things that you can easily count to 100, scale factor is much easier, right? Less steps. Any questions? Okay, that's our warm-up.